Let me say something that might completely change the way you think about weight loss. Most people are obsessed with blood sugar, but your body doesn't store fat because of blood sugar. It stores fat because of insulin. And if you're insulin resistant, you can eat less, exercise more, do all the right things, and still feel stuck in a body that refuses to let go of the weight. Today, I want to break down in simple biology terms why fat loss is really about lowering your insulin demand, not just chasing lower glucose numbers. And this is where this work lines up beautifully with real biochemistry. We've been taught that high blood sugar is the problem, but blood sugar is just a symptom. Insulin is the signal. Insulin is a storage hormone. Its main job is to take fuel out of your blood and put it somewhere, into your muscle, into liver, and very easily into fat cells. When insulin is high, your body is in storage mode. Fat burning is turned off, hunger signals get louder, cravings increase, energy crashes happen faster. So if you're constantly spiking all day long, your body is never in a state where it can access stored fat. That's not a willpower problem, that's a biochemistry problem. Insulin resistance means your cells stop responding efficiently to insulin signal. So your pancreas does what any smart survival system would do. It makes more insulin. Now you've got higher baseline insulin, bigger insulin spikes, longer time spent in storage mode, and less access to fat for fuel. This is why so many people say I barely eat and I still can't lose weight. Because the issue isn't calories in isolation. The issue is hormonal traffic control. If insulin is high, fat loss is locked. Here's where things get twisted online. You can lower blood sugar and still have high insulin. For example, eating low-fat, high-carb, grazing all day long, snacking every 2 to 3 hours, living on healthy carbs and protein bars. Your glucose might look okay, but your insulin is chronically elevated. And remember, insulin doesn't just respond to sugar. It responds to carbohydrates, certain proteins, meal frequency, stress hormones, and sleep deprivation. The real question isn't how do I lower my blood sugar? It's how do I lower my body's need to keep pumping insulin all day long? Your body runs on two main fuel systems, glucose burning and fat burning. Insulin is the switch. High insulin equals glucose burning plus fat storage. Low insulin is fat burning and metabolic flexibility. You cannot be in fat burning mode while insulin is elevated. It's like trying to drive a car with the parking brake on. Lower insulin is going to equal easier access to stored fat, more stable energy, less hunger, fewer craving, better metabolic signaling. This is why some people finally lose weight when they stop snacking all day, eat fewer, more intentional meals, build meals that don't spike insulin sky high, improve insulin sensitivity instead of just cutting calories. This part isn't taught very well. You don't just manage sugar, you reduce the insulin demand. This happens when you stop eating in a way that constantly spikes insulin. Increase time between your meals so insulin can actually come down. Prioritize foods that don't require massive insulin responses. Support muscle, mitochondria, and metabolic health. Reduce stress and sleep deprivation. Yes, cortisol is going to also drive that insulin as well. It's not about starvation, it's about metabolic signaling. Your body is always listening to the chemical messages that you're sending it. And that's going to include foods and what your biochemistry is actually aligned to. Here's the part that most people are going to miss. Not everyone spikes insulin the same way to the same foods. This is that bio-individuality. Your genetics, muscle mass, gut health, stress load, hormones, even blood type and lectin responses. All of those are going to change how your body is going to handle food. That's why one person thrives on a food and another bloats, crashes, or stalls. This is why I don't teach just eat this diet. I teach eat in a way that matches your biochemistry, because when your biochemistry is supported, your hormones stop fighting you. If you've been blaming yourself, thinking you're broken, thinking you just need more discipline, I want you to hear this. Your body is not broken. It is responding exactly as it was designed to the signals it's receiving. Change the signals, the body changes the outcome. Fat loss is not about punishing your body. It's about working with your biology instead of against it. Lower insulin demand, improve insulin sensitivity, and your body finally gets permission to let go of stored energy. If you want to learn how to eat for your specific biology, not trends, not fads, not one-size-fits-all plans, make sure you subscribe and grab my free blood type beginner's guide and 48-hour restoration. Because your body isn't the problem. The strategy is.